Hot desking is a flexible office arrangement in which employees don't have assigned desks. They can use or book any available workstation in the office as needed and on their own schedules. This practice is supposed to improve space efficiency, lower real estate costs, and foster collaboration and creativity among employees. However, hot desking also has some drawbacks, especially when it comes to workplace relations and productivity. One of the main challenges of hot desking is that it disrupts the sense of belonging and trust among coworkers. This can have negative consequences for employee engagement, satisfaction, performance, and retention. Why does hot desking affect the sense of belonging and trust? Here are some possible reasons. Hot desking reduces the opportunities for social interaction and informal communication among coworkers. When employees don't have a fixed desk, they may not see or talk to the same people every day. They may also feel less comfortable or motivated to approach or chat with others who are not in their immediate team or department. This can lead to isolation, fragmentation, and silos within the organization. Hot desking undermines the personalization and customization of the workspace. When employees don't have a dedicated desk, they can't decorate it with personal items, such as photos, plants, or mementos. They also can't adjust it to their preferences, such as lighting, temperature, or ergonomics. This can make them feel less attached to their work environment and less valued by their employer. Hot desking creates uncertainty and insecurity among employees. When employees don't know where they will sit or who they will work with on any given day, they may feel anxious or stressed about finding a suitable spot or dealing with unfamiliar people. They may also worry about losing their belongings, missing important information, or being overlooked for opportunities. This can erode their confidence and trust in themselves and their colleagues. These factors can negatively affect the psychological well-being and productivity of employees who work in a hot desking environment. They can also damage the organizational culture and identity that are essential for building a cohesive and high-performing team. Therefore, employers who adopt hot desking should be aware of these potential pitfalls and take steps to mitigate them. Some possible solutions include providing adequate communication and collaboration tools for employees to stay connected and informed regardless of where they sit or work. For example, using Microsoft Teams to chat, call, share files, and schedule meetings with coworkers across different locations. Offering alternative spaces for employees to socialize and relax with their coworkers, such as lounges, cafes, or breakout areas. These spaces can help create a sense of community and belonging among employees who work in a flexible office. Allowing employees to have some control over their seating choices and preferences. For example, using a reservation system that lets employees book a desk in advance or choose a preferred zone or floor based on their needs or mood. Providing feedback and recognition for employees who work in a hot desking environment. For example, using gamification or rewards to acknowledge their achievements, contributions, or behaviors that support the organizational goals and values. Hot desking can be a useful strategy for optimizing office space and accommodating hybrid work arrangements. However, it can also disrupt the sense of belonging and trust among coworkers that are vital for workplace relations and productivity. Therefore, employers who implement hot desking should consider its pros and cons carefully and take measures to ensure that it does not compromise the well-being and performance of their employees. Hot desking is a practice where employees do not have assigned desks and share the same workspace with different people at different times. While this may seem like a flexible and efficient way to use office space, it can also have negative impacts on workplace relations and productivity. In this section, we will explore how hot desking increases stress and anxiety levels for employees. One of the main sources of stress and anxiety for hot deskers is the uncertainty of not knowing where to sit every day. According to a survey of 1,001 office workers, the prospect of not finding a suitable desk was identified as the biggest stressor when it came to hot desking. Some employees may come in early or late and struggle to find a desk that matches their needs and preferences. They may also waste time and energy setting up their computer, phone, and other equipment every time they change desks. Another factor that contributes to hot desking anxiety is the lack of personal space and identity. Many employees feel more comfortable and motivated when they can customize their desk with personal items, such as photos, plants, or mementos. However, hot desking does not allow for such personal touches, as employees have to clear their desks at the end of the day and leave them ready for the next user. This can make employees feel less valued and attached to their work environment. A third reason why hot desking can increase stress and anxiety levels for employees is the difficulty of building relationships with their colleagues. Hot desking can reduce the opportunities for social interaction and collaboration, as employees may not sit next to the same people every day. This can make them feel lonely and isolated, especially if they are new or introverted. It can also affect communication and teamwork, as employees may have to walk around the office to find the person they need or rely on email and phone calls instead of face-to-face conversations. As we have seen, hot desking can have detrimental effects on employees' mental well-being by creating uncertainty, lack of personalization, and isolation. These factors can in turn lower their morale, engagement, and productivity. Therefore, employers who adopt hot desking should be aware of these potential risks and take measures to mitigate them. For example, they could provide a system for booking desks in advance, create designated areas for different teams or tasks, encourage social activities and feedback sessions, and allow some flexibility for employees to choose their preferred work environment. Hot desking is a flexible office sitting arrangement where employees may book a desk for the day instead of having a designated workstation. This system has gained popularity in line with the expansion of open-plan workplaces and hybrid work styles. However, hot desking may not be as beneficial as it seems. In this section, we will explore how hot desking reduces creativity and collaboration opportunities. One of the main arguments in favor of hot desking is that it fosters teamwork by allowing employees to interact with different coworkers daily. However, this may not be the case for everyone. Some employees may prefer to work with familiar colleagues who share their goals, values, and work styles. Constantly changing seats may disrupt their sense of belonging and trust, which are essential for effective collaboration. Moreover, hot desking may make it harder for employees to find and communicate with their teammates, especially if they work on complex or long-term projects that require frequent coordination and feedback. Another argument for hot desking is that it stimulates creativity by exposing employees to new perspectives and ideas. However, this may also backfire if employees feel uncomfortable or insecure in their work environment. Hot desking may create a sense of uncertainty and instability for some workers, who may not know where they will sit next or who they will sit next to. This may affect their psychological safety and willingness to take risks or share their opinions. Furthermore, hot desking may limit the personalization and customization of the workspace, which are important for enhancing creativity and motivation. Employees may not be able to express their identity or preferences through their desk accessories or decorations, or adjust their ergonomics or lighting to suit their needs. Therefore, hot desking may not be the best solution for boosting creativity and collaboration in the workplace. It may have some advantages for flexibility and efficiency, but it may also have some drawbacks for employee satisfaction and performance. To make hot desking work, employers need to consider the individual and contextual factors that influence how employees respond to this system, such as their personality, preferences, roles, tasks, and goals. They also need to provide adequate support and resources for employees to work effectively and comfortably in a shared workspace, such as reliable technology, clear communication channels, bookable meeting rooms, and private areas for focused work or confidential calls.